It's time to dish with D. That's me. Thank you for clicking on this video and making yourself a priority. I am Denise. It is Monday. We have controversial subjects to talk about today. I thought, you know what? Let's dish. This is what Dish with D is about. We talk. We open conversation. Am I spreading rumors? No, it's out there for everybody to see. I'm just asking, what do you guys think? And here's my opinion of what's going on. Now, a few of you have heard that there's tweaks coming to the WW program. I cannot confirm or deny any of that. I have not heard of anything. I will say the tweaks that they usually do in between programs is not anything significant that I've seen. I mean, I've been on the last 5 programs. They never tweaked it where it was, woo, yeah, it was nothing ever, earth-shattering. Now, the only thing I know that's coming is that diabetic part of it, where they're going to have that app that the diabetics take their blood sugar, and I think it goes right into your WW app. That's the only thing that I know of that is definitely coming, because I think that's where the wins used to be, because something's going to go in that spot. We know something's going to go in that spot. But there is a, going around, somebody posted in a few Weight Watcher groups, and remember, it's Facebook. When you read these things, it's Facebook. So take that with a grain of salt. Like the world according to Facebook. Like, I saw in a Facebook group, like, this Facebook, it's I call Fake Buck. And I think some people post just to get people riled up. I do. Because I've seen it time and time again, people post stuff to get people riled up. And her name is Simone. She posted this is the one that I got, the Weight Watchers Recipes, Tips, and Support Group, which is not run by Weight Watchers. It says, I rejoined this morning and realized right away that something was different. No personalized quiz, 23 points with 0 foods picked for me, and no added points for vegetables or water. No way to redo the 0-point food list. I chatted with a rep and she said I was randomly chosen to try the new program. They never give you that information, ever. I told her I wanted the personal points, especially since I don't eat animal products and I am being switched back to it tomorrow at noon. I think this new program is coming. I think a new program is coming soon. Looks like freestyle again. Number one, if they do these pilot programs that last a little bit longer, I don't think they would do a pilot program and it would be ready to go. Number two, I've seen this in a different Facebook group with a different girl's name. So now, I don't know. I don't believe that's true. Again, my opinion, you might think it's true, but I just want to dispel anybody that thinks like maybe that's true. I'm not sure. And she posted her 0-point food lists. And the only thing she didn't point was the screenshot of her daily points. So I don't know what that's about. But I will say is I don't think the reps are going to say that to you in a chat. Hey, you're for a pilot program. They're not going to put that in writing. If they're going to tell you verbally, that's different, because how do you prove or disprove that? But it's written in a chat. Yeah, that's just my thing. I could be wrong. Again, I always say I don't preach 100% gospel here. I just see what I see and I bring it to the masses, and you guys, we can discuss it and talk about it. There's been a lot of grumbling about personal points since it started up. I'm a grumbler. I've grumbled as well. And Anna, one of my lovely peeps, Anna, put it really great today when she said, I think people feel limited on their 0-point foods. Think about it. When you were on blue and purple, you had 200 on blue and 300 on purple. You don't have that. And here's the thing. People lost on the purple plan and the blue plan with those amount of 0-point foods. And like we kind of agreed, those were foods you get to choose. You get a bigger variety of foods. And I think the people that were successful in those plans definitely kept those foods at bay. Like, I know a lot of people on purple, wouldn't overeat a lot of the purple things because a lot of them are higher in points, like the brown rice and the pastas and the potatoes. The potatoes are pretty decent, and oats, like they would definitely keep them in check. But I can tell you off the top of my head of about 10 people who lost on purple off the top of my head. And I know a lot of people lost on purple. So I get it why those people don't like personal points, because it's quite the come down. But I will say, back then as well, having all those 0-point foods, you didn't need to use weekly points because you had a big gamut of 0-point foods to choose from. And I think, just again, my opinion, I think we're used to not going to those weekly points. We didn't need to. We were eating enough with all the zeros we had. Well, now we don't have that many zeros, and I think we need to pull from those 0-point foods. Our weekly points. And I don't think we're very comfortable doing that. So I hear a lot of grumbling about going to calorie counting. And, calorie counting never hurts. It's always good to do it to see where you fall. I know I have to eat at least 10 more points to fall calorically. But I will say, calories are just one thing. You need to know what makes up that food. You need to know what your carbohydrates, your protein, your fats, you need to know what they are. To count calories is doing yourself a disservice. Counting calories has been around since I don't know when, way before I was born. So it's not anything new. I definitely think the people that are doing the calorie counting are doing better because they're eating more. Yeah. But I would love to ask those, were you eating your weekly points? Just the people that I've talked to that I know that weren't eating weekly points. No, I know I wasn't eating my weekly points. I was told we never could, which we were. We were always told, don't eat your weeklies. They're for people who, are training for marathons, yada, yada, yada. So yeah, I get why we don't eat them. But I've always dipped into mine because it was just never enough. But I get the mentality of not going to those points. And if you're a person, I can't use myself as an example because I'm not, who works out and you see the calories you're burning, you see the points you're earning are, it doesn't match because you need to eat those points because you're burning that significant amount. You don't exercise not to eat. You exercise to earn the right to eat in a way. Of course, not eat junk. You're earning calories. You should definitely use calories for calories. Don't be, I'm going to work out and burn some calories so I could have cake. No. I could burn some so I could eat whole fat milk. So I could eat whole fat cheese. Or I could eat a lighter cheese versus a fat-free cheese. So I could eat regular peanut butter. So I could eat a regular slice of Dave's Killer Bread versus the 647. See, that's where I use my points for. I use my points for better breads, better cheeses, better dairies. And some olive oil because we need olive oil. And I think a lot of people are not used to, and they're complaining that, my points are higher for the foods that I want to eat. I want to go to a more whole foods diet, but my points are higher. Well, you have those points in the bank. If 9 out of 10 whole foods eaters are big exercise people. So they want to, because if you're looking at what you're eating, you're definitely working out. That usually goes hand in hand most times. So if you're if you're earning 10 points a day minimum, you could be even earning more. You should be pulling for that. And you're earning points for vegetables. You should be eating that. Not with junk. I keep having to say that because people are like, I earn my points, I want to eat junk. No, see, there's a disconnect because we're not giving enough guidance through Weight Watchers what we should be eating. We should not be eating junk. And if you look at the Weight Watcher recipes, they're using real sugar in the recipes. They're not using monk fruit. They're not. They're using regular sugar, brown sugar, white sugar. They are. We're the ones that use the low fat. We're the ones that bring all those no fat, fat-free things into our lives. And there's nothing wrong with that stuff. There's not. I'm not here to slam food. Eat the food you want to eat. Account for it and track it. I'm not the food police. I'm not going to sit there and tell you any food is bad, any food is good. The food you want is the food you want. As long as I always say anything in moderation is fine. It truly is. You could sit there and say any sugar-free in excess is bad. Any whole food in excess is bad. So you have to keep everything in moderation. Weigh, measure, track it, put it in the thing, and figure it out. But these things that, there's going to be changes. Honestly, I don't think there's going to be a whole big change. I wish I could sit there and tell you, oh my gosh, we're going to go back to blue, green, and purple. Now, I've not seen any of that. And I do think that email or that message that went on, I don't think it was real because I did see it in another group with a different girl's name. Just saying. So I kind of think of that, though I could be wrong. Remember, I don't know everything. And I always say that I am just bringing what I'm hearing and trying to I know people get excited because they want change. They want change because they just don't like personal points. And I totally understand that. I do, but you have to get a better relationship with your personal points and start digging into those weekly points and fitting them in and getting the stuff that you want, use those points. If you're not eating something and because I don't have the points for it, you do have the points for it. Don't end the week with a big bank of weeklies and then complain. See, there's the part that really gets me, is the ones that are complaining, or the ones that are, most of them, not all of them, are leaving points in the bank. If you're not eating enough, you have points in the bank, that's why. This program is totally different than the ones that they did. It is definitely you have to, and they'll sit there and tell you, when I'm not, I've exhausted my dailies. I hear that I've exhausted my dailies, but have you exhausted your weeklies? I don't think so. So what I highly encourage is give yourself, do a couple days of calorie counting. Doesn't hurt nobody. It doesn't. And then see how many extra points you've used. Because we all sort of eat the standard stuff. It's not like we're all eating exuberantly different every day. See where you fall. See how many points. And that's what I did. And I know I need between 8 and 10 more in my day. So I fit them in. And if I don't, now I count fruit. Somebody goes, you still going to eat fruit because you have to count it? Yeah, I'll take it out of my weekly points bank. I had a 3-point apple today for breakfast. And I'm probably going to have a 3-point banana later today. I'm still going to have my 2 servings of fruit. I am a person that believes that 2 servings of fruit is plenty. And I definitely, if it's something like a melon or grapes or strawberries or blueberries, you need to know how many you're having. And go in the app and find out what the serving size for that fruit is. And some apples, it'll say large, medium, definitely, because I had a small apple. I think it was 2 points, actually, because it wasn't a big one. So I wasn't counting 3 points for a small apple. Some bananas are smaller and some bananas are bigger. So yeah, so I definitely threw those in there and I'd get more dailies. So when I go to have that fruit, I just pull from the weekly points. I don't earn as much as some people. I earn maybe between 5 and 7, sometimes 9 if I'm really, really hardcoring it, which is, I haven't hardcored it since I hurt my foot. So I haven't earned 9 points in quite a while. But I earn between 5 and 7 a day doing my Leslie Sansone with my activity around the house and my work and stuff like that. That's where I earn some points. And you have to definitely have your thing linked up to your app so you get credit for that. You can put it in manually, but I think it's just easier that it's linked up. But that's what I just wanted to talk about. Take a deep breath. Reevaluate. And your zeros, like I've said before, pick things that you only eat more than 3 times a week. Chicken, turkey, eggs, and yogurt are the only thing that I have that much. I don't have that many potatoes. I don't have that much rice. I don't have that much fish. I fish once a week. So why am I losing daily points for it? I think we want to have as many zeros as we want because we're used to that. I blame WW. How do you go from zeros here to zeros here? It's definitely a hard thing to do. So I figure, you know what? I'm going to take the most things that I eat, which is chicken, turkey, yogurt, and eggs. And that's all that I have is 0. I would love to have oats as 0, but I tend to overdo them. Oats, but here's the thing. Oats were never 0 for me because I was on the blue plan. So I had to really think about that. Oats are never 0 for you. So you need to be mindful. I need to be carb conscious, not low carb. I try to do 30 to 35 per meal with not more than 100, 110 at most per day. That is I try to keep it at that. I don't try to go low at all because I could do low carb for a while, but I know that's not sustainable for me. I know. Know who you are. Know what foods you like to eat and find the way to eat them. Eat what you like. Don't eat something because it's low in point and low in calorie because you're not going to stick with that. You're just not. And I'm trying to save you the aggravation of finding that out down the line. If I could show you something early that I've learned, it's eat the foods you like. Some people don't like powdered peanut butter. I like powdered peanut butter. I don't think it's a chore to eat powdered peanut butter, but some people think it is. Then don't eat it. Don't eat it if you don't like it. But eat the peanut butter that you like. But don't eat it because somebody said you should eat it. Eat what you like. I tend to like the flavor powdered peanut butters and the skinny syrup. Some people don't like skinny syrups. Then don't use them. You have to use them properly though. I adore skinny syrups. Like anything else. Do I eat a whole bottle, drink a whole bottle of skinny syrup? No. I use a tablespoon when I use it. I measure it and I put it in my thing. Or actually I use the pump. So yeah, I'm not sitting there drinking a whole half a bottle of skinny syrup in a day. You keep things, anything in moderation. And I went back to having string cheese and having pretzels. I stopped eating that because, oh my gosh, it was 2 points. Yeah. But I'm back to pretzels and string cheese. Not in the same day, or maybe it is, just depends. It's a snack. But I got really, when this plan came out, oh my God, my pretzels went up. My string cheese went up. I went nuts. But it's just pretzels and it's just string cheese. It's 6 mini pretzels and a string cheese. I think I could do it. And the same thing with olive oil. Olive oil, I use the sprayer. So I have my olive oil and smoothies. I do have my occasional smoothie. Nothing wrong with blended fruit. You know what? There's nothing wrong with it. Do I have them every day? No, I don't. I don't have a lot of things every day. So once in a while, I have a smoothie. Usually I mix it with yogurt and fruit and some ice and maybe some powdered peanut butter. But there's nothing wrong with it. You just account for it. I mean, I didn't gain weight eating smoothies. Back when I gained weight, I didn't eat smoothies. I didn't eat a lot of fruit. So I don't really think of that as, to me, as cake, cookies, chocolate, and mega portions. That's what put weight on me. No accountability. Just eating what I want, and as much as I want. So that's huge. But let's figure this out. If you've ever have any questions, you know where to find me. I get people who message me. I get people who check in with me once a week with their weight. Check in, just, if you just don't know. And I'm taking that nutrition class, like I said. I haven't taken it's been almost a week since I've taken a class. But like I said, I'm learning a lot, and I'm learning pretty on par with what I say, but I'd rather have that say, hey, you know what? I got this documentation that says that. Because I don't just want to say, well, I did Google it and this is what it said. And always remember, ask your doctor. But I will say too, doctors are funny. And when I had this conversation with Kim, your doctor might have his plan for you and her doctor might have her plan for her, and they might not be the same. Does that mean that your plan is bad or her plan is bad? No. Each doctor has their own way of doing things. So don't say, well, her doctor said that. No, you have to listen to your doctor and what your doctor has planned, because every doctor has their own opinion. Like everybody, you can find a doctor to think the way you want. I mean, I had somebody that said their doctor wouldn't give them a 10-pound doctor's note. No. And I have my doctor who wouldn't give me a 20-pound doctor's note. It all depends. You could find the doctor that thinks like you. You could find the nutritionist that thinks like you. Like, you like to eat like this, so you'll find that nutritionist who agrees with you, and the other one that doesn't agree with you. So you just have to remember, everybody has to do what's best for everybody. And we all live together in harmony. But don't, try not to be so negative when somebody's doctor says, this is what I want for you. But my doctor doesn't want that. But that's what your doctor wants for you. It's different than what her doctor wants for her. So we have to be able to, like I said, everybody's opinion is different with everything. We just have to live in harmony and appreciate everyone's opinion. I always say, I'm not right, I'm not wrong. It's my opinion. And everybody has the right to their opinion. Absolutely. It's conversations that I like to get started, and you guys converse in the comments, and that's fabulous. I do really appreciate that. But that's it for me today. So I hope you enjoyed this little, I don't even know what it's called, but it's a little vlog on different things. And, if you haven't yet subscribed, you could hit that subscribe button and join us here for open, honest discussions right down there. You could hit that thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And if you didn't enjoy it, that's okay too. Again, it's okay not to like something, but it's also not okay to be nasty about it. I will say that. You don't have to be nasty, because I'm not being nasty. So I don't expect anybody else to be nasty. And nasty comments, I will forewarn you, nasty comments get deleted. It's my channel. It's my world here. And I get to, if I don't like it, I don't get to keep it. But that's it. Thanks for watching. We will dish another day. Have a great rest of your day. And remember, I'm only an email or a message away. If you need any help, reach out.